Rook d3, another awkward move. Now dominating the e file. It gets worse, doesn't it, visually? So if there was ever a strategic crush in inverted commas, this looks like it. But not only that, white's also technically a pawn down as well, as creating loads and loads of weaknesses. So f4, and now another weakness, just to soften my position even further. Not that it needs any softening even further. And after knight c1, the simple just queen takes, just wins a piece, because takes, and he's just taking my bishop. So I resign here, and I could have obviously resigned earlier, but in fact even much earlier, because look at this trap mechanism. It's kind of vicious. This is a good thing to understand, actually, if you're playing against the London system as black. If we do a quick rotate of this position, so as black against the London system, maybe this is a very good trap system. An early c5, because we saw Nxdvic's game where actually Nxdvic was trying to exploit f4 as a potential weakness. So this is very clever stuff, this c5 and bishop e7 with this idea of knight h5. So now, as long as bishop takes b8 is not played by white, then this seems to be an effective idea, that you first take on d4 to be able to make sure f5, f4 is going to have effect. Then you close up that diagonal. And now the trap set for that bishop. So now coming up with the f5 move. I'm not sure actually why wasn't f5 effective here? Was that playable here, f5? Or maybe there's no rush. So knight c6 waiting for another committal move from white, bishop d3, and now f5, okay. So the idea f4 trapping the bishop, and if h3, knight g3. Maybe it's making sure white's going to castle kingside. But anyway, d5, which had disastrous positional consequences, as well as being a pawn down. So I guess I was trying to get the bishop away from the protection of the pawn with this check, actually. But it made no difference now. The e4 square is reinforced like concrete by these two pawns. But yeah, as I say, the painful thing about this game is not the act of really losing it or being strategically crushed. The act of it is also being insulted a bit during the game in a needless manner, actually, because technically I was over 200 FIDE points lower anyway. So as I say, I think chess, is independent of people of different ages, different races, different colours, different everything, different ratings. Now, if you are being distracted during the game, I think it's bordering on unfair. But there was no need for any comments anyway, because the position was completely lost, as I say, even at this point. And okay, a lot of weaknesses were being encouraged even further to break my position, to make sure it's snapped. So bishop, the bishop to g5, provoking further weaknesses on the king side. I didn't really know what to do. It's hopeless anyway. So it's a bit of a horrendous game. I don't know. I'm hoping it's therapy for me, and I'm going to feel better posting this video. There might be something instructive for you about psychological warfare generally, and about being distracted or insulted during a game by people in your tournament. I don't know. I hope it was beneficial in some way. Please leave any comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.